So today we are going to see how to find out the multiplicative inverse of a complex number. Okay, what is the way to find out multiplicative inverse of a complex number? So let's say I have been given a complex number as 4 minus 3i. Now the steps that are needed to find out the multiplicative inverse of a complex number. See, for real number or for any arithmetic number, what is the multiplicative inverse of any arithmetic number? Let's say 3. So what is the multiplicative inverse of this 3? It is 1 by 3, as you all know. So we just used to do the reciprocal of that number. If I ask you what is the multiplicative inverse of 1 by 3, then you will say 3. Okay, multiplicative inverse of 1 by 3 will be 3. So similarly here also, to find out the multiplicative inverse of this z will be what? If I say multiplicative inverse of z is what? So can I say multiplicative inverse of z as z to the power minus 1 or 1 by z? Fine. Now here this 1 by z, so z is 4 minus 3i, so 4 minus 3i. Now what is my the next step is I have to you can say I have to try to remove this I from the denominator. So how I have to do this? I have to multiply the the denominator and the numerator with the conjugate of this denominator, that is 4 minus 3i. What is the conjugate of the denominator? How do we find out the conjugate of any complex number? We used to change the sign which is in front of the I or iota. So if I multiply numerator and denominator by the conjugate of the denominator, I will write this as 4 plus 3i. So the similar way I have to multiply the numerator also. Right? Afterwards I will tell you the direct formula to use, how to find out the multiplicative inverse. Here I am just explaining how to find out. Though I have explained it earlier, then also I am just telling it so that you get gets revised in your mind. So this 1 into that complex number will be written as it is. Now here we are going to use distributive property of multiplication. So 4 into 4 16, again 4 into 3i, that will be plus 12i, minus 3i into 4 minus 12i, minus 3i plus into plus 3i, that will be minus 9i square. So this will be cancelled. So this can be further written as 4 plus 3i upon, now I square is what? Minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 9, that will be plus 9. So 16 plus 9. So this will be what? 4 plus 3i upon 25. So now I can write this as 4 by 25 plus 3i by 25. So the multiplicative inverse of this z or this complex number is 4 by 25 plus 3i by 25. Now instead of doing this thing, we can directly use the formula. So multiplicative inverse of the complex number a plus ib is given by the following formula. So it will be what? The real part upon the square of real part plus square of imaginary part, then plus I into minus of b upon square of real part plus square of imaginary part. So now if you use this formula, so here first you need to identify what is a and what is b. So a is 4 here. If I compare this thing with this, a is 4 and b is what? B is minus 3, because here it is plus and here it is minus. So I can break this as, because I have to compare with this thing, so I will write plus and this will be I into minus 3. So when I open this, it will become what? 4 minus 3i. It is the same thing. I can write this as this. So here b is what? Minus 3, not only 3. So now I'm just going to put these two values in the formula, and you will notice that I'll get the same answer here. So a is what? 4. A square is 4 square plus b is what? Minus 3. So minus 3 square. Okay, a square plus b square plus I. Now b is what? Minus b I have to write here. What is b? Minus 3. So negative of a negative number is positive. So it will become 3 upon the same thing, 4 square plus minus 3 whole square. When you simplify this, you will get to see that 4 by 4 square is 16. The square of negative number will be positive, so minus 3 into minus 3 will be plus 9. So 16 plus 9, that will be 25. Similarly here also 3i by 25. So you have seen that if you remember the formula of a multiplicative inverse of the complex number, you can directly use it. But if you don't remember, in case you forgotten, so just try to remove the I sign from the denominator of a complex number, this. Alright, so how will you do that? You will multiply the numerator and denominator with the conjugate of the denominator. How will you find out the conjugate of a complex number? Just change the sign which is in front of the I. Okay, I hope you have understood. Thank you so much.